My name is Crystal Kelly. It is Sunday, October the 14th, 2018, and today I'll be doing an experiment on environmental factors on microbial growth by doing salt tolerance testing and pH testing. So, for all experiments, you just want to make sure you have on your personal protective equipment. You want to make sure that you wipe down your environment before and after your experiment, which is very important. For this experiment, I will be having my tea light candle, a lighter for my tea light candle. I will have a total of 12 tubes. Two of those tubes are going to be, well, 6 of those tubes are containing NaCl, sodium chloride, 1% 2 tubes, 7% 2 tubes, and 15% 2 tubes. For the first experiment, I have my sodium chloride tubes here. It's just 6 of them. And I have 3 of them with S. epidermis and the other 3 with yeast. Now, I did conduct this experiment before, so I'm just going to walk you guys through what I did with my experiment. So, first and foremost, I did have my tea light candle, and I sterilized the opening of all of my tubes, as well as my tubes that I've grown with from prior experiments containing the S. cerevisiae and the S. epidermis. So I did sterilize the tops of all those tubes. I also had my cup with my pipettes that I sterilized with alcohol. And what I did was I transferred drops, making sure not to contaminate my pipette, into each of the solutions with the corresponding bacteria. I did incubate my tubes, and after 48 hours, I received these results. So this is my S. epidermis in 1% salt, my S. epidermis in 7% salt, my S. epidermis in 15% salt. Here is my yeast grown in 1% salt, yeast in 7% salt, and yeast in 15%. And now for my experiment, I concluded that both cultures did not grow very well with the 15% salt, but they did do well in basic solution, with the 7% and the 1%. So those were my results for that experiment. And next, I did a pH experiment, which I still have my samples of S. epidermis and yeast. And I have my 6 tubes of nutrient broth. Now, with these results, I transferred some of the bacterium into each of the tubes and the corresponding tubes. And with my acidic cultures, for S. epidermis, I received this. And for the yeast, I received some growth with the acidic environment here, similar to fruit. And both bacterium did well with the neutral environment. However, my S. epidermis did not do so well in the alkaline environment, and neither did my yeast sample. So those were my results for those experiments, and I hope you enjoy.